It's good to have you once again on African Free Press Television for the news this morning. My name is Leo Oketa, and these are the stories we're tracking for you at this moment. The much-awaited composition of the Senate Standing Committees was yesterday unveiled by Senate President Dr. Bukola Saraki. There were surprises and disappointments. The Senate President, who had been battling forces within and outside the chamber to keep his seat, assigned some of the juicy committees to the die-hard opponents, like his main rival, Senator Ahmed Lawan, who chairs the Senate Committee on Defense. Similarly, Senator George Akume, who also ran for the Senate presidency, is in charge of Army. Dino Melaye, one of his foot soldiers who acted as the spokesman of the chamber, now chairs the Federal Capital Territory Committee. The current arrangement indicates additional committees to the former 57 which the 7th Senate had. A further breakdown of the figure shows that the ruling All Progressive Congress APC got 41 committee chairmen, while the opposition People's Democratic Party PDP secured 24. With the 55 positions filled, the Senate is silent on the remaining 2 committees. Members of the Senate Unity Forum, a group of lawmakers who had supported Lawan's Senate presidency project, got committees on defense, police affairs, national planning, housing, and women affairs. And the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) on Wednesday said the federal government has approved the payment of 413 billion naira, that is $2.1 billion, to oil marketers as outstanding payment for fuel subsidy claims. NNPC said it hoped the payment meant marketers would help to ensure the country remains wet with petroleum products all through the year. Also, Department of Petroleum Resources (DPR) yesterday dispelled fears of petrol scarcity when it disclosed that the country has 265 million liters of petrol, just as it announced the setting up of a 24-hour surveillance monitoring team as part of efforts to ensure a hitch-free distribution of petroleum products to arrest an impending scarcity. The move, DPR said, was also aimed at discouraging panic buying. Just as it said, it was expecting over 800 million liters of fuel to be discharged before the end of the week. And meanwhile, the leader of the movement for actualization of sovereign state of Biafra, Masob Ralph Owazurike, yesterday urged Ndibo to disregard any view or opinion of Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha regarding Biafra. Owazurike described Okorocha as a saboteur in a statement issued to newsmen in Onitsha, Anambra State, and signed by the National Deputy Director for Information, Mazi Chris Moka. Owazurike said though Okorocha had the constitutional right to express his opinion or views on any matter, including that of Masob, he has no capacity to decide or determine what happens in the zone. The Edo State government has begun moves to recover $31 million allegedly taken from government coffers during the administration of Mr. Lucky Igbenedion as governor. This was part of a decision reached at the State Executive Council meeting on Wednesday. Briefing the media at the end of the meeting, Commissioner for Information Mr. Louis Odion said there was the issue of fraud discovered while turning their books, and they found that $31 million was fraudulently taken from state coffers under the administration of Lucky Igbenedion. The governor has directed the Attorney General to commence legal action in that direction. The headquarters of Akoko Edo local government area of Edo State, Gara, was on Tuesday evening thrown into mourning when daredevil armed robbers invaded the town, killing 6 persons, including 2 policemen and a private security man. The robbers reportedly stormed the town in 2 Sienna buses around 6 p.m. in a commando style, took over the police station in the town and killed 2 policemen. Some of the robbers were said to have gone to one of the 2 commercial banks where they destroyed entrance to the bank with explosives. A private security man in the bank and 3 other persons, including a commercial motorcycle rider and 2 customers of the bank who were in the bank premises to use the automated teller machine ATM, were said to have been killed by the robbers as well. Anyway, luck ran out of the robbers as vigilance groups quickly mobilized and barricaded their exit routes along Ekpe Road near the state border with Kogi State, where one of them was killed and another arrested while one of the vehicles was impounded with some of the arms they used for the operations and a sum of 4.4 million naira recovered. Many of the robbers reportedly escaped with bullet injuries. And now on the foreign scene, Britain has said it does not support the agitation for the creation of a Biafran nation from Nigeria. In a statement issued yesterday, the British High Commission to Abuja explained that the position of the UK government during the Civil War was a matter of historical record. The High Commission's Press and Public Affairs Officer, Joe Abuku, said the UK government's position, which reflected the Charter of the Organization of African Unity, was to recognize the borders laid down at independence. And now in sports, Arsenal's Champions League hopes are hanging by a thread after they were blown away by Bayern Munich on Wednesday night. The Gunners came to Germany full of confidence and with history on their side, having never lost at the Allianz Arena. But they were second best throughout, as Bayern showed that defeat at the Emirates Stadium a fortnight ago was a merest blip in their superb start to the season. Robert Lewandowski put the hosts ahead early on as he sprung the roostiest of offside traps before a Thomas Muller brace, as well as goals from David Alaba and substitute Arjen Robben did further damage, with Olivier Giroud scoring a scant consolation as Bayern ran out 5-1 winners on the night. And the defeat is the third in 4 Group F games, and Arsene Wenger's side are now 6 points off second spot with 2 games remaining. And on the other side of London, meanwhile, Chelsea's boss Jose Mourinho has hailed the club's fans after their 2-1 Champions League victory over Dynamo Kiev on Wednesday. Mourinho has recently been under pressure following a string of poor results this season, with the Blues sitting at a disappointing 15th position on the Premier League table. But last night's victory in the European Cup seems to have given the Portuguese manager some time to turn around their campaign, and Mourinho had nothing but praise for the fans at Stamford Bridge. And that's the news for you on African Free Press Television this morning. For more stories, please do visit our website at www.africanfreepress.com. Follow us on Twitter at African Free Press, like our Facebook page at africanfreepress.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at African Free Press. From me, Leo Oketa, and the whole team in the studio this morning, please do enjoy the rest of your day.